viewers. You'll have to let me know if sound levels are okay, because we've had some technical issues. So much so that I can't even see chat right now. That's not good. There we go. Oh boy. Hello everyone. Okay, the wine's still there. Damn it. Okay. We've tried everything we can to stop the wine. We don't know what's caused it. Gone. Okay, can you still hear me okay? Beautiful. Hey RNG, how you doing, friend? I'm incredibly quiet, yeah. So I'm going to have to raise my voice because that high-pitched whine is coming from my microphone. Actually, I'm going to just move it really close to me. A nice little arm shot there. Is that any better? I don't think the microphone's busted, Goth Girl. Slow very kindly helped me do some troubleshooting. And it's doing it with his microphone as well. No matter what cables we use or where we plug things in, we think it's actually picking up the sound of the PC it's plugged into, because it's so hot in here today. Right, still a slight whine. Oh, gosh, thank you very much, RNG. Okay, I will turn the microphone back up. We'll just have to see how this goes, because I can't shout any louder. Oh, this is not going well, is it, folks? And after I spent so much time getting everything perfect yesterday. Okay, can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. Very loud whine again. How about now? Vocal level is better though. Yeah, it's the microphone that's causing the whine. If I turn the microphone up, it turns the whine up. Slight whine, vocals too quiet. Big sigh. How can I fix this? I'm just gonna manhandle. It's not specifically the microphone, Goth Girl. We've tried it with two different microphones tonight. The whines only appeared this evening when I was sound testing. That's part of the technical difficulties we've been having. Okay. More shuffling, more noise. Sorry, folks. Okay. See if that's any better. Yes, tried two different cables. We've tried ports, we've tried extensions, we've tried the whole hog, and every time it's come through whining, but only today. Not on my camera. Is that any better? It is very strange. It must be something to do with the heat. I can't think of anything else that it could be. Weird as that sounds. Wine's still there, vocals quiet but hearable. Okay. Right. microphone is now as close to my face as I can get it. Just gonna move my stuff out of the way. And if I do that, is the whine too loud? I've already rebooted the PC as well. It's the strangest thing. It's only started happening. Whine's very loud again. Okay. Oh dear. I'll just have to raise my voice today, I'm afraid. I am sorry, folks. Hopefully that's hearable, though. Okay. Right. Now that the technical support part of the... Okay, well, if anybody else is having issues with it, please do let me know. And thank you for flagging it, Goth Girl. I was really hoping we'd manage to sort it, but I guess not. Can't for the life of me think what could be causing it, though. Okay. Yeah, it's been one of those days today. I'm not actually using HobbyCam. I'm using the brand new camera that I bought for Slow so that he could do hobbying with me, because HobbyCam broke 5 minutes before the stream was due to start. And it just will not work. Black screen every time I try and load it, but it seems to be working fine. Really? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Goth Girl. Today is just the day for technical difficulties, I think. Now, I'm gonna just quickly pull up chat on my phone so that I can see you all without having to look over at the TV. If it'll let me. Which it won't. Helpful. There we go. Might be a slight delay on it, so if it takes me a little while. Oh, hey Pyro. Today I am going to be building some more Chaos Space Marines. As long as I can get myself into a position where everyone can hear me and it's not causing any problems. Electrical noise. Could be the cam. I don't think so, Goth Girl, because it wasn't doing it last week. And the microphone and the camera are no closer to each other than they were last week. I do, yes. It's the 2019 Pride band. I thought about getting the 2020 one, but they're really expensive. So the one that I'm using is a new one, but it's in the exact same position as the old one was. And the whine started before the camera broke. The whine's gone. Are you kidding me? I turned the light on. I turned the light on is what I did. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to take this as a win. Yes, Hulu, it's a very fair point. Apple stuff is very expensive. I was lucky with my soon-to-be previous employer. I got discounts on stuff like that. Otherwise I wouldn't own it. Anyway, now that the witchery is done, let's, I wonder if original HobbyCam will work again now that the light's switched on. Maybe that's all it was. I just needed to turn on the light. Okay, so as a reminder, and seeing as I've got a better camera in here now, no Hulu, the wine isn't the music. I did a load of testing without the music on, and the wine was still there. Yeah, so this is one of the guys that we built. Oh dear, he's upside down. That's better. This is one of the guys we built last week. Pretty standard, but I decided to give him a Night Lord's pauldron, which was a bit of a pain in the arse to do. And you can see there it's a bit of a mess, but what I'll do is I'll tidy that up when I paint him. Yeah, you can see him now. Good quality camera and shit. Look at me being all fancy and stuff. Speaking of fancy and stuff, what do folks think to the overlay? I got a little bit carried away and just like went for the whole hog. Oh, Dammy. Okay, mate. Thank you for popping in, though. I do have autofocus on, yes, so that when I jam a miniature into the camera goes, oh, okay. I'm really looking forward to showing you folks what I've done for when I'm signing off as well, but, well, you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? Okay, no, they are not the instructions I need. They're for the Master of Possession. They ain't gonna help me today. Ah, okay, fair enough, Goth Girl. I might turn it off then, we'll see. But hopefully it should automatically focus on the things that are down here while I'm building, and the things that are closer when I'm pushing things closer. So, let's see what we've got today. Now I think we did that guy. Did we? Oh, maybe we didn't. Let's see if we can find C35. So how are we all doing anyway, chat? Oh, I am sorry, Hulu. Unfortunately, I don't have the funding at the moment to get a full rig to just have it directly above me. I would love to, but that's kind of expensive. So yeah, it's actually just back here, and then on a mount. It's on a it's on a tripod actually. Just noticed it's a little bit too far back, so we'll just there, that's better, because now you'll actually be able to see me when I'm here. Sorry, Hulu. Okay, so that's 35, we need 36 and 39. Now I saw 36 already. Prepping for the next blood moon. Everything is fine. It's fine. I will come and play this weekend, I promise. I don't know for how long or when, but I will come along and play. I promise. I like to keep my promises. 36. There he is. So, for those that didn't join me last week, what I tend to do, and this is a little trick that Slow taught me when I'm cutting things out of the sprue, is, I'll see if I can show you with a piece here. So, here we go. See this piece here? if I'm cutting that out, I'll go as close to the sprue as I can with my snips, so that there's a bit of sprue left on the miniature itself, and then I'll trim that off with a blade, because it just makes things pretty. It means you're less likely to damage the miniature. And that's a little trick that Slow taught me when he was helping me build my first Gunpla kit. Oh, you've been shopping, have you, Goth Girl? How's it going? I am very, very excited about this. Oh, 39's ahead, so I'm just going to leave the head where it is and look for 38 instead. Because I've got a bag of heads. There we go. Sack of heads. Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't have a bag of heads? You never know when you're going to need one. There are some places that you might be able to find things that cater to a more curvy lady, Goth Girl. I can drop you some links later if you want. You people only have one bag of heads? Well, I only have one bag of Chaos Space Marine heads. I've got a bag of Eldar heads somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've got a bag of Necron heads as well. Cool. I'll fish some links out and drop them to you later. I'm not going to put them in chat because I don't want to get banned. 38. 38 is what I was looking for before we started talking about knickers. There's 38. Nice big sword. See? I'll tell you what, trimming things off of a sprue on the stream is the weirdest thing. It feels so strange. Like I'm trying really, really hard to get this on camera and it's not going well. So you're gonna get a little bit of my lap. Aren't you lucky? There we go. Yeah, this is the downside to having to switch cameras just before you go live as well. My camera was perfectly aligned. It took me like an hour to get it where I wanted it, and yeah, sure thing, Goth Girl. How's that? Is that better? Also, hey Ivan, how are you doing, friend? Good, good. There we go. It's a little bit lower than it was last week, but I don't know. I think low tones is what you need for something like this, isn't it? Something chill. Yeah, if there's any sound issues, do let me know. Always happy to adjust on the fly. Oh, and those of you that were about at the very, very beginning of the stream, the track that was playing was by one of our very own. It's by a Roll and Bread. And I will be playing that track probably during every stream. Oh, Ivan, that sucks, mate. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties this afternoon, so I'm not in the best mood, but this is certainly helping. 37. Just gonna get a nice little bolter. Is we have enough gasoline to keep the defences up for like 2 weeks straight. Yeah, ammo's always a pain. And Hulu, I don't blame you. It's fun to decorate rooms with skulls. Skulls for the skull room. Okay. Where were we? We've got 37. We need 40. There's 40. That was easy. This is pack. One. There we go. Right, so now we've got all the gubbins for this guy. Put my sprue back over there out of the way. And now we get onto the fun bit. I'm going to very carefully remove the sprue bits and all of the mould lines from each piece before I stick it together. Hello Zatheo, how are you today, friend? Oopsie, got a little bit too rough with that one then. Caused a little bit of damage, but that's okay. We'll fix it in post. So I've got some exciting news. And Rustbot already knows this because I was chatting about it earlier. I handed my notice in today. So I now have an official end date for when I will no longer work for the evil megacorporation. Thank you very much, folks. I'm very, very excited about it. And I spoke at a webinar today, which sounds kind of wanky, doesn't it? But it was fun. I got to talk to people about... Yes, my job was to make it slightly less evil, and I think I did okay at it. Yeah, I got to talk to people about data protection today, and people seemed to like what I said because I got lots of invitations to connect on LinkedIn afterwards, which I think is a good thing. Porthos did not make himself known. He was a very good boy today, but he was also basically non-Newtonian all day. It's far too hot for him, bless him. Doesn't even want to go outside and play. Agreed, Rustbot. There's a lot of dodgy stuff going off at the minute, and I hope that anybody that has ever found themselves in that situation or has currently found themselves in that situation that may be listening to this is okay, and that they come out the other side of it okay. We say on an Amazon owned platform, yeah. Oh yeah, talking about technical difficulties, not only did I have loads of tech problems setting the stream up, even though everything was working perfectly like 2 hours ago, I also managed to pour juice all over my compression gloves, which is why I'm not wearing them today. Because the juice carton decided it wasn't going to open properly, and then when I realised, it just sort of spewed juice all over me, and all over my gloves, and all over the fridge. Oh, they're fine. I'll just stick them in the wash. It's just a little frustrating because they would clean on today. Juice is evil, but it's also tasty.
go. So that had like a really nasty little mark on it from where the sprue piece had been. So it was taking me a little while to remove it. Let's see if I can get a little closer for you folks. Juice is best with gin. I very nearly put gin in my juice this evening. But I've got to get up early tomorrow. Good luck, Rustbot. You can do it. Kick their asses. Where are you getting all this ruby chocolate from, Zatheo? You just seem to be like a fountain of ruby chocolate. I mean, I'm okay with that, as long as you let me dip marshmallows in it. But, seriously. You got some sort of ruby chocolate dealer? Is that what's going on here? Do we need to have a conversation? A chocolate intervention. That's that piece done. It just keeps breaking into the factory. Ah, a daring chocolate heist. My favourite kind of heist. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was going to say, it is quite expensive normally, isn't it? Very fancy. Oh shit, yeah, because I was half an hour late starting. I was actually just gonna finish at 7 and raid, but I've only been on for half an hour. I completely understand if folks want to go and hang out with Snipe and Longfang, assuming it is Snipe and Longfang this week. Don't eat that, Porthos. Cool. Glad to hear Snipe's feeling better. That's okay, Hulu. Thanks for stopping by anyway. This is basically... No, this is actually the second time I've hobbied in a year. The first time being last week. I am not very good at the hobby thing. I'm trying to get better at it. Ave Dominus Nox, Buff Grinch. Ave Dominus Chalk. Yes. That's the successor chap to the Cake Lords, yes? Or the Candy Lords. Personally, I prefer cake. I'm not too bad. Thanks, Buff Grinch. How are you? That's that piece done. Yes, fudgy brownies is the perfect balance of cake and chocolate. That's okay, Goth Girl. You go have fun. Tell them I said hi. I'll be over in a bit. Yeah, chocolate is just a pain in the arse to write when chalk is perfectly fine. It makes perfect sense. Just make sure his foot's nice and flat. I nearly cut his grenade off then. But no, we just want to tidy that up there. Never cut a grown man's grenades off. Well, I try. Does it count if he's not fully assembled yet? Hello, Graphically. How are you doing, friend? Oops. Did something silly there. Well, if you're right, then he'll scream when I cut his grenade off. He has no head, no torso, and no arms, and only one leg. I do like the way they've designed the newer miniatures when it comes to putting them together. Reminds me of the way that the first gen Malifaux figures are designed. I mean, it does make things a bit difficult when it comes to posability and things like that, which is a shame, because putting a different pauldron on a dude should not be as complicated as that was last week. But, you know, can't win them all. Yeah, basically the protagonist of the book, yes, Theo. Harlan Ellison's a strange man. Yes, I saw that earlier graphically. Congratulations. I think congratulations is the right word. I am very pleased for you and I am relieved with you. I'm glad you're well, friend. I think what we'll do today, folks, I know I built 2 last week, but with how late I started and the fact that it's Thursday rather than Wednesday, because I didn't want to stream during the blackout yesterday. We'll get this guy prepped and built, and then I'll end the stream and we'll go and raid Snipen with. Well, Snipen Longfang. I did think about that, to be honest with you. But I haven't managed to find a way of getting Discord to play nicely with OBS. The Streamlabs variant, anyway. Oh dear. So, sorry folks if you're squeamish. I've accidentally cut myself because I wasn't paying attention to how I was using the blade. It's not a deep cut, it's just like a surface graze, but excuse me while I clean up. Nothing you can't fix by putting it in your mouth. It definitely tastes like blood. Bloody. I have a very high iron content in my blood. That was intentional, Ivan. Oh, that's actually quite sore. I've got myself right on a knuckle. Well, on a bend. That's a little too much. Hey, if you like it. Yeah, exactly. There we go. So that's all of the bits prepped. So we can put the danger stick away and get the glue out. I'm having to shake it because it's a bit old and it's starting to activate inside the pot, unfortunately. And until I get paid next, can't afford to get any more. So I'm doing the hobbyist's equivalent of chewing on a battery to get extra life out of it. Which, for the record, you should not do. I know people do it. This is something I have learnt recently. But yeah, don't chew batteries, folks. If you're finding yourself in a situation where your batteries have run out and you can't afford to get more, ask for somebody else to get you some, because yeah, chewing them's dangerous. I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be honest with you, Ivan, because when I start my new job, my payday will be different. Forbidden zap. So why would someone chew batteries? What would that accomplish? For some reason, it seems to activate any leftover whatever it is inside the batteries. So you get a little bit of extra charge out of them. But I read it was a tweet thread actually, if I'm not mistaken. A lady posted the other day, and basically she chewed on a battery that she put into, how do I put this, into a personal massaging device, and she nearly had to go to the hospital. Yeah, battery juice is not good juice. It is not tasty juice. It is danger juice. Yeah, there's also a good chance of getting acid in the face. And nobody wants that. So yeah, do not chew batteries. Oh, I shouldn't have really attached that. See, I've made a bit of a mistake here, because I should have left that off until I painted him. I'm going to see if I can wiggle it back out. Yes, I can. Haha! Just get the glue off of it. Because look at all that lovely detail on his chest, which you should be able to see, hopefully. And I wouldn't have been able to paint any of that because his sword would be in the way. So we're going to leave his arm off. We're going to leave his pack off as well so that I can get to the back side of him. Oh yeah, Zatheo, I do it all the time. Slow actually said to me when I started building the generic Marines that I needed to remember not to put their arms on because there's so many of them that are covering their torsos with their arms, and I still forgot. Still blooming did it, didn't I? Okay, so we've got a couple of extra bits in here that aren't heads. And now I need to pick a head for him. We've got a couple of quite nice spiky heads here, I think. And a goat head. Goat skulls. The metalist of all of the skulls. I wonder if that'd fit. No, his pauldrons are in the way. Have to save that one for another day. We've got some really nice heads here. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because they keep rolling over. Or if you'll even be able to see them clearly. We'll try. And yes, I have only picked the horny helmets. No, they're just going to roll about. I think either this one or this one. Let's see if I can show you them.
Which one do you like most?
Oh, we'll do it this way.
There we go. Is it focusing on them?
I have no idea anymore. There we go.
This one? No, this is left.
This one. Oh yes, that looks very nice. Do like that. Okie doke, well, we'll be going over there in a moment, once I stuck this head on. There we go. I keep forgetting I've switched the camera around so that I can show you things a bit easier.
Uno, slightly armless, pointy-headed dude.
Right. So, I know it's been a short one today due to the technical difficulties, but I hope it's been calming for folks. I hope you've had fun, and I hope the conversation's been alright. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream. Gonna get that raid set up now. Oh yeah, and please do let me know what you think to the overlays and the setups and stuff. I'm glad to hear it, folks. Okay, getting ready to raid Snipe and Whip. Over we go.